Hello and welcome back to day 4 of our journey on how to wrap up 2021 on a high note to make it really count before we launch into the new year. And what better week to take time to do this than the week between Christmas and New Year's? If you're like me, that's kind of a down week anyway. And I love this week for the chance to be able to look back on the great year that it was, celebrate those wins, realize those milestones, and really get my head on straight for what I want 2022 to look like. So already we have spent time talking about what are the wins for the year according to the months of the year. Who do we need to thank and offer some real genuine gratitude for helping us hit those wins? And then the third thing we've talked about is our stop, start, continue exercise. What do you need to stop doing? What do you need to start doing? And what do you need to keep doing in order to live your best life, especially in 2022? For those of you who are just joining us on day 4, make sure you go back and catch those videos in the last couple of days, because there's some really good exercises you can do to get your heart and your mind in check for this year and the year to come. If you don't know me, my name is Christy Browning, and I am a motivational and inspirational speaker, author, and coach. And I am on a mission to help you uncover your purpose and live it with passion. And one of the ways we're going to do that is by asking ourselves this question: what do you want 2022 to be like? When you sit here and this week between Christmas and New Year's and it's 2022, what do you want to have done, have said, have experienced, have accomplished in 2022? Now, this will be really tricky because it's easy to want to just list a lot of goals. But what I want you to do is to write more of a narrative. Do you remember those English exercises we used to do in middle school where you had to write like a little paragraph essay? What was my summer like? What do I want for Christmas? Those kinds of essay type questions. That's how I want you to approach this. And the essay question is, what do I most want 2022 to be like? And write a story about it. It doesn't have to be grand and long and a big thesis for your life, but maybe just write a little bit of descriptive sentences. Some of the things that you may want to think about is, how do you want to feel? Where do you want to be? What do you want to say is different this year than in all the other years? And this can be very practical things that are different, or it can be some things that are more intuitive, some more heart-led things. Any of that applies. But I promise if you just put pen to paper and just write what you're thinking or feeling, that whole idea and those ideas are going to come. You're going to get an answer. Don't worry. So find yourself some time and space where you can kind of get snuggled in a little bit with pen and paper and let your mind just sort of think, what do I really want 2022 to be like? Now, if you've done the other 3 days of exercises, you can look back at some of the things you wrote down and let that kind of be a precursor to how you're going to formulate your answer to this question. If you're like me, I may need to have a little bit of time to think about this. So I'm going to write it on a piece of paper and jot down some thoughts, but I may have to set it aside and come back in the next day or two and add to it before I kind of finalize my answer. There is no wrong or right answer here. It's really just your heart. But I love asking this question so that when you get ready to set goals and to think about New Year resolutions, you already know what it is that you want. So think about it. What is it that you really want 2022 to be like? What experience do you want to have? What feelings do you want to have about that year? What would make you be proud to say happened in 2022, or happy, or feel accomplished, or successful? What do you really want it to be like? And write those answers down. Remember, you can always get more inspiration for this kind of stuff because I am here to help you with your purpose. I am here for it. I love this topic. And this is my favorite time of year because of these kinds of conversations that we can have. So make sure you head on over to christybrowning.com. Check out all the other resources that we have there, but make sure you sign up for our newsletter. You'll find that on the homepage at the very bottom. Sign up for that because we love to share these things with you all year long, and we don't want you to miss out on any of the good stuff we have coming. So sign up for that. Check out all the other resources that are on the website, and we will be back tomorrow for our last tip of the week and helping you wrap up your 2021 year.